Welcome to our 5 on 5. We're pleased to be joined by singer-songwriter Buck Johnson of Aerosmith fame. Good to see you. Thanks for being here today.
Hey, thanks for having me.
So you're playing Howie's tonight here in downtown Medford. Just released your debut album, Enjoying the Ride. Tell us about your album and yourself as an artist.
Well, this album was released last summer, and I'm a songwriter and live in Nashville, Tennessee. And I had been in other bands as an artist with, as a singer and a songwriter, and came time to do my own thing. So I was in the process of putting this together, and so it's finally out, and we're out touring for it.
It's life on the road as a musician.
Yes, it is. Well, the name of the album is Enjoying the Ride, so that's what we're trying to do.
Yeah, I'm glad to hear it. So tell us your influences as an artist.
I grew up singing gospel with my family in Alabama and throughout the South, and so at 5 years old I was singing with them. So it starts with them because they're all amazing singers, and so gospel, blues, all the soul stuff, and then all the English bands that were influenced by the Delta blues, like the Rolling Stones, the Beatles, Led Zeppelin, and so all those things kind of seeped into my being, and developed hopefully something that is just honest and true.
Okay, so before we get to Aerosmith and how that came about, tell us about your career and kind of going up as a singer-songwriter, trying to make it professionally in Nashville, and it's a big world of music right now.
Yeah, it is. Well, I went to college, which I always recommend for anybody wanting getting into the music business. It never hurts. You can make a lot of connections there. And I had a band. We played all the frats and sororities, and playing all the covers. It's like learning songwriting 101. Get your stage chops. Then my wife and I, after college, moved to Los Angeles, and I was there for many years, and had a publishing deal with Warner Chappell. I was in a few bands that were supposed to be the next big thing. It didn't happen. And then, I had some success as a songwriter. I had a song that was cut by Carlos Santana as a single with Steven Tyler singing, ironically.
Yeah, a couple big names.
Yeah. Well, it was really a blessing because, it came out of the blue. Yeah.
So you've toured with them since 2014, or you performed with them since 2014, going again this summer.
Yes.
What's the best story from all that experience? I imagine you've seen some amazing things.
I have. First of all, let me just say they're amazing people. They're my heroes, and inspirational to me.
It's great to hear.
Yeah, and they're good guys. Very family oriented. But I had to start at the beginning. I was in Alabama visiting my mom for Mother's Day, and she still plays at this church, and she's better than I am. Nice. And so we're getting ready for church, and I get a call from Steven from Istanbul, and of course. So the next day, I said, "Mom, you guys go ahead. I'm going to be a minute. I'll catch up with you." So we skipped the brunch and headed back to Nashville. Mom was okay with that, and the next day I'm on a plane to Istanbul and started this odyssey. By the time I got to Steven to sing with him for the first time, I hadn't slept in 2 days, and. And we hit it off, it just worked. And he was excited, and of course, it's a surreal thing for me. I jammed with the band, they loved it. Then I met my keyboard tech, and he says, "You've got so much to learn, I don't know where to begin," And it's not, Steve and I sing everything live, the band plays everything live. But there was things like knowing where the patch changes are in songs, and things like that, knowing the show. So I had to take the rig into my hotel room in Istanbul, stay up a third night in a row to learn the show. And I had breakfast the next morning with my tech, and I said, "Hey, man, I got to lay down for 3 hours. I'm not going to make it for the show tonight." And he goes, "Okay, well." So he calls me. I'm not waking up. And like a phone in the distant, in a dream, getting closer and closer, I wake up, and he goes, "Buck, get up, pack your bags, get dressed. There's been a mining accident, and there's riots in the streets, and we got to get out of here." But it gave me 2 more days to sleep and learn the show.
Good.
But still, it's like our first show, 20,000 people, no rehearsal. Pretty, nerve-wracking, but we got through it.
Awesome, awesome. Yeah. Well, I know I appreciate you coming by.
Sure.
You're playing tonight at Howie's. And it's like 9, 10, 11 o'clock, somewhere in there.
Yeah, please come down.
Yeah, right here downtown Medford. Excellent to meet you. Thank you so much.
Nice to meet you. Thank you.
All right, and as we go to break, check out a little bit from Buck's recent show in California.